Hey guys, what's going on? Matt Kelly here. Listen, I dropped a little subtle hint in my last video about what the new boat was that I've bought. Obviously, we've sold the 5-class half cabin, which was bittersweet seeing that go, but ultimately for a wide range of reasons that I mentioned in my last video, just had to be. So I've bought a new boat. Now, here's the story. No one actually guessed what it was based on my last video. I had 3 clues in the last video. People got really close, but no one actually nailed it. Some guessed the category. I guess technically they're correct, but either way, I had to make a video and do the big reveal. So this is it. Come on over. Let's go check it out. So all I want to say now is this is very unconventional. It's not something that I went looking for. I actually picked it up in an auction. So a dealer that was clearing off a lot of stock. This was one that it was an experimental buy for them. So who knows whether or not they sell a lot of them. I imagine they probably don't. It's really quite a strange boat. Well, you'll see. This is it. Surprise. Check it out. So this is called a Razor Cat. It is effectively a Thundercat sort of pontoon inflatable boat style hull, but with this crazy fiberglass solid center console or forward console. So you've got regular steering, regular throttle, outboard motor, sit down, almost jet ski scenario in the middle here, and then solid floor to stand on, pontoon hulls. Now, when these were created only a few years ago, these were first sort of developed, it was created with this idea that jet skis are great, but you can't take your whole family on a jet ski. Thundercats are great. You can go out in quite rough water and they're fast. They're pretty powerful machines. What does it look like when you combine both? And this is what you get. Now, when I say I wasn't looking for it, I mean that. I don't know if anyone goes looking for something like this, especially in this color. But hey, the auction appeared. I saw it live. No one was bidding on it. I imagine for a wide range of reasons that I'm soon to discover. The color doesn't help, but this is what it is. So we'll start with the back. It came with, I should mention, it came with no seat, no engine, but pretty much as is. So it's a brand new hull. It's actually never ever been put in the water. You can tell from some of the scuff marks that do come off. I'm just going to clean them properly. You can tell that it's been sitting in a warehouse for probably quite a long time. The engine, this is a 2004 40 horsepower Yamaha short shaft outboard. My mechanic who did a lot of the work on my previous engine actually set me up with this. I knew that I wanted somewhere between a 40 and I don't know, 50, 60 horsepower outboard. So when he had that, I knew that, like, you know, you find a good mechanic, you stick with them. And when I knew that he had that, I was like, cool. If you're going to service it, you're going to look after it, I'm all in. So he installed the engine for me. I've got a marine battery inside this section here, which, ignore the horrible silicon job, but that is very much watertight. So there's a battery in there that powers the electric tilt and trim. And then as you move forward, you'll see here the throttle. So engine goes up and down at the flick of a switch, which is nice, something that I did not have on the previous boat. Steering set up, good to go. So that all works nicely. Electric start. You can also use the pull start, which is good. So that's the engine, that's the steering setup. It did not come with a seat, so this is very much a temporary solution while I work out what to do. I know that these ideal versions of this boat actually had like a molded, almost jet ski style seat. What I've got here is one that I just picked up, almost it's like a bench seat from a tinny. So my dad and I built this top frame, which is just a ply and then glassed, painted piece of wood with an insert underneath, so that literally just fits straight in there. And then these on the side here actually off a truck tray, so they just clip on there. Means it doesn't go anywhere, which is nice. So inside there, I've got a 24-litre fuel tank. I've got life jackets. I've got a couple of paddles. It's a new boat, new motor for me, so just in case, it's nice to have a bit of a backup plan there. As you move forward, it's got a little console here for storage. You chuck your phone or whatever in there. There's nothing in there right now, but nice to have some space. You can see that originally there was meant to be a gauge installed there. I don't have one, so I'll find something to fill that. Seagulls are killing us right now. And then this is where you obviously, if you're out there on your own or you're in the surf, that's where you plant your feet. So you've got plenty of something there to wedge your feet up against. Rego stickers went on last week. the hull itself is obviously solid fiberglass for the centre and then pontoons on either side. So if you get down low enough and you look actually down inside, you can see all the way through. So at speed, this actually sits up out of the water. You lose any drag, just sort of disappears, like in a Thundercat, where the whole inside there raises up as you pick up speed. So it works quite nicely. It's got a few different and I'm new to inflatables, so this is something that I'm not totally comfortable with it. There's a couple of sections here I'm learning about how hard you inflate it, how hard these hulls should be at any given time. This one here's probably got a little bit less air in it than it should, but it's solid for a little bit of a test run. And as you go around, so the steering runs through to the section in the centre here, then runs right up onto the inside. All in all, crazy boat. Not a fishing boat, not a speed boat, not a surf boat. I don't know what it is right now, and I don't know what it's going to become. All I know is the one thing this gives me that the previous boat didn't is an open space, almost like a tinny, where there's actually more room in it than it looks. I've had 3 in it. I know that it's legally you can take 5. I don't think I would probably do that anytime soon, but I could theoretically. So right now it's a case of, let's see how it goes. If it works, awesome, I'm going to keep it. If it doesn't, and it's not what I want, I'll sell it and we'll move on to the next restoration project. There's a few little mods I want to do to make this a fishable boat, because it would be amazing for pulling up on sandbanks on. I think this could be a whiting machine, just because I can get into any water anywhere, right? Depth does not affect it, because obviously being the inflatable and being that catamaran style sits above the water. So I'm excited about it. I hope you guys like it. I know many of you are going to hate it. It's certainly not what brought most of my audience on YouTube to the channel, but hey, it's experimental, right? This is what we do hobbies for, to learn and play and so on. So let's check it out and see how it goes. All right, let's just see how the next round of modifications goes. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you like it. If you hate it, give it a thumbs down so I know you hate it, and I will sell it. I probably won't sell it, but I would appreciate that anyway. Thanks so much, guys, and see you guys later.